How can we blur only the backdrop in Affinity Photo? First, we need to duplicate the layer with the image. You can simply right-click on it and select Duplicate. Alright, we got the perfect copy of your image. Let's hide this copy at the top for a moment. Select the one here at the bottom, and now we can apply the blur to it. You can use this quick menu in the layer panel called Live Filters, and the Gaussian blur is usually the one at the very top here. You can scroll all the way down. There are so many live filters. That's just a quick menu. You can jump straight into filters from the layer panel. Alright, and then we decide how strong the blur will be with the slider. Alright, so we blur the whole image with 10 pixels. Okay. Keep in mind, it's non-destructive blur, so I can any moment double tap on the effect, I can change that, or I can remove it completely. Alright, so we managed to blur the whole image, but our goal was to blur only the backdrop. Luckily, the image is preserved here on the layer above, so it's perfectly sharp. So we're going to mask out the backdrop, so we can kind of see through the sharp image, we can see the backdrop from the layer below. We can use this tool over here on the left called Object Selection Tool. This will help us to select only the foreground. Take a look. This tool is kind of detecting areas of the image with the similar color, similar focus. Now you can click on objects that you wanna kind of add to this selection. Alright, so that's a new way of selecting objects here. It's recently added, and it's a bit more precise than Quick Selection Tool. If you need more precision, you can always zoom in. I like to use Command plus on my keyboard or Control plus on Windows. We can zoom in, so you will not miss any details, like this little plate here in his hands. Alright. I picked rather challenging photo for auto select because we got this frontal blur. Objects close to the camera are blurred like in the back, so it's hard for the machine learning to pick it up straight away. That's I need to click here and there to ensure the program that I want this part as well. Not only the guy. The guy was easy to select, but this frontal part gave us trouble. And in that case, we can always refer to classic selections tools. Like for example, I can go to freehand selection, change the mode to add, and I can literally draw with my hand, showing, oh yeah, all of that as well. Add all of this here. Alright, so in case you got easygoing image, that would be not a problem for you, but in my case I got different focus on the human here, and all of those goods in front of him are already slightly blurred, so that's why I want to give this extra manual touch to it, just to be sure everything is selected as I want. So nothing beats a lasso tool, huh? Alright, I make this initial selection. Now I'm going to click Refine. And I want to add a mask to this layer, so output change to mask. Click OK, apply. And here it is. Now we got our foreground separated from the background that we already blur. And we can of course control this blur, only blurring the backdrop behind him. Alright, so that's how you can blur only the backdrop. Separate your image, make a copy of it, and then blur the whole image. And for the copy at the top, try to mask out the subject of the image. Try to apply the mask to hide everything around, so we will see through, we will see this layer below. Just like that. I hope this was helpful. See you in the next one.